I spoke with an auditor recently, and she said something that resonated with me, which I wanted to share with you as well. She said that everything she's learning is a benefit. So even if it seems to be something that's in her way, for example, if she wants to do a cross-mining analysis for one of her audits and it takes 1 month to get the data, that's actually something she sees as a benefit because it's a learning about a vulnerability, right? A possible weakness in this process. Imagine there's a security incident or something going on, and you need to look at the data, at the logs, and you can only get them 1 month from now. That's a problem, right? So everything she learns is a benefit, and that's something that we also sometimes see with people who are starting out, to look at their data with process mining for the first time, and they find all kinds of data quality problems. That in itself is already also a value that you can take on and improve the data which you're using later, maybe not just for process mining, but also for other types of analysis. So I think that's a very nice way to look at it. And as an auditor, she told me it's very important for her to have the visualization, the visual aspect, that the visual maps that process mining produces, because that really helps her to explain the problems that she found with the auditees and in her reporting, to really make it tangible and show what she found. And the other thing she mentioned that's really important for her daily work is the audit report. And that's something that maybe not all of you know about, so I wanted to briefly share this with you here today. The audit report is certainly very interesting for any auditor, but also for non-auditors could be a good way to learn how you can document your analysis. So I want to show you real quick. So here we have the purchasing process. Imagine, for example, you're analyzing this process and you're looking at several compliance questions, and one of the compliance questions maybe is this release activity here, where every invoice needs to be released to be in line with the purchasing regulation. But what we can see is 10 times we have skipped this mandatory step, right? So now within the process mining tool, we can do the analysis, we can click on this path, and we can say compliance issue to focus just on these 10 cases that follow this particular path that we have clicked on. Now the result of that is, first of all, the process map with these 10 cases. That's not so interesting in that particular situation. In this situation, I would rather go to the cases view, for example, and look at those 10 cases in detail. Maybe I see something there that explains what happened and gives me some further explanation for why this might be happening. And also I can go to the statistics and, for example, export the list of cases that had this problem to share that list with the process manager. To document this type of analysis and to be able to redo the same analysis in the next audit, I can use the audit report. And the audit report you find in the export options in the lower right corner here. And there, if you go to the event log options, you are not using the regular CSV export or any of the other exports there, but the audit report. And I'll show you what this does. So if we export this compliance analysis as an audit report, then we get a zip file with 3 different files in it. The first file is just the filtered data set. So that's the outcome of your analysis. You always want to have that as a result, right? So that's exported as one of the evidence pieces. The second thing is actually a machine-readable recipe file. So if you look into that, you see there's a bunch of markup there that tells the process mining tool, so Disco, which filters you have applied with which settings. And you can use that recipe file to actually repeat your analysis in a reliable way. I will show that to you another time. But then the third file that the audit report produces is a human-readable filter summary as well. So all the combinations of filters that you have applied for your analysis are detailed in this human readable filter report. So as an auditor, you can just copy paste this file, the contents of this file, and put it, for example, in the appendix of your report, and then store the remaining audit trail together with your project files in your project folder. Well, I hope that was useful. Thanks everyone. Bye.